Have you ever had such burning passion that you couldn't wait to wake up and get started on whatever your project was, your passion project that made life worth living, that gave you purpose, that finally you knew why you were put on earth? Now, I know it sounds very dramatic. It sounds like I'm making this big deal. But if anyone knows where I'm coming from, they totally get it. It's not dramatic if it's true, right? But what happens when that disappears, when that feeling fades and all you're left with is an empty feeling and you're just drifting through day by day, wishing you could capture that again, but no matter what you do, it's just outside of your reach? Welcome to a new video where I'm talking about passion projects and how to move on when you can't capture that feeling again. Now, I'm not talking about passion like love or like, oh man, I got this burning passion inside of me for this person. That's a totally different thing. I'm talking the passion for art. Whatever form of art you do, anything can be art, in my opinion. And whether that be your hobby or your career, whatever it is, a passion project is so important. It gives you a reason to wake up every day, and it gives you a result to your time. So it makes it feel like you haven't wasted any. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a bit of a story. So I've been working on this game with one of my friends, this video game, and when we first started, I felt such a passion for it. It's been in my head for so long that I couldn't wait to get it down on paper and then into the digital space. And, I'd wake up every day and be like, oh, I have a new idea for this, new idea for this. And I'd be modeling it all. And I'm the artist side of things. So I'd be drawing it out. I'd be modeling it in Blender and doing all these different things for it. But at some point, and I can't nail down exactly when it was, but there's one point where it just disappeared. I found myself dreading doing it, and my friend kept bugging me, hey, you need to do this, we need to get this done. And it turned into more of a job than a fun hobby. And I started slacking. I didn't want to do it. All the fun was gone. And I have no idea why. It just seemed to disappear one day. There were times where I'd sit down and play a video game and be like, no, I should be working on mine. I'd turn off my console, I'd get up, I'd go to my computer, and I'd do modeling. I don't know why that stopped. I feel like it's a combination of being stressed out and overwhelmed by life, and my defense mechanism is to shut down. But it sucks because I don't have a big goal anymore. My YouTube is the closest thing to a passion project, and that's it. Now, if anyone else relates to this, I don't know what the solution is. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a mental health professional. I wish I made these videos to be like, hey guys, this is a problem and here's the solution. But I make these more in a sense that, hey, this is what I'm struggling with. If you're struggling with it too, let's find solace together. Because what else can we do, right? Except maybe find comfort in that someone else is going through the same thing. So, yeah, that happened. And making something into more work than fun it's always bad. I struggle with that on YouTube. If you guys don't know, this is my second YouTube channel. My first one's all over the place. I have so many different genres, and I can't stick to one. And I don't blame people for unsubscribing or anything, just because I'm always changing what kind of videos I'm doing. Alright, I'm getting a bit misled here. I want to get back on topic. So regarding these projects, I think that's what gives you a creative outlet, right? That's what's so important. Remember, there's times I couldn't sleep because I was coming up with all these ideas. I'd keep a notebook beside my bed because I'd draw in it or write down something that I thought of, and I'd be like, "Oh man, this is awesome." I'd listen to inspirational music, and and yeah, that was that's kind of what I went to, and I made a lot of promises to people that I felt like I could keep. Hey guys, this game is coming out. Go follow the Instagram. Go follow the YouTube. And it makes it worse when I feel like I let them down because I couldn't come through on it. Now my friend is still gung ho. He's still knee deep in it, and I mean, good for him. I wish I could capture that motivation again. But I feel like this is just kind of a symptom of, well, depression, I guess, really. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I know I have a depression. I also know it sucks. If you guys are struggling with it too, you're not alone. I know it's a very cliche thing to say, but that's why I make these videos, because I want to be there for you if no one else is, and no one else understands what it's like. I want you to find solace in these videos. Now, I know I'm going a bit off topic here, but let me give you a little bit of a story, right? So I've been struggling with depression since I was a kid, and I've had support systems. I've had my dad, and my my mom has had pretty severe mental issues, and I follow a lot. It's genetics, and same with my dad, but a different side. And I've been fighting against it most of my life, and even though I should feel comfort and that they feel the same, it's a different generation, and it feels so hard to be honest. So if you guys are struggling with anything, I want you to know that I'm here for you. My videos may not be a direct contact, but just know that I feel you. I know how hard life can be, and I know it sucks sometimes, but I want these videos to be a source of comfort. So now that that's out of the way, I wanted to talk a bit about life without a passion project. It's okay to just live your life. You don't need to make a big thing out of it. You don't need to be famous. You don't need to make millions of dollars to be happy. Just live your life, man. If you're alive, good for you. If you have a project you're working on, that's cool too. You don't have to make something of it. If you just like drawing and you're drawing characters just for fun, do it. Have fun. You don't need to make something of it. I wanted to end it talking about one of my favorite animes, Evangelion. Now, if you guys don't know, it's very cool. It's about robots and mechs, and it has a very realistic depiction of mental health, and that's why I love it so much. I'll make a different video talking about it and why it's so good. But I wanted to talk about how when they were redoing the anime, they were remaking it into movies, the main writer felt so pressured by everyone and expectations that he actually felt depression fell into a depression in between the second and third movie, and ended up having to take a more or less a mental health break just because he felt so much pressure and he didn't think he could live up to it. How crazy is that one of the greatest writers of all time couldn't live up to everyone's expectations? And I'm sure there's much more to it. That's just what I read. But I wanted to end with that because I think it's very important to see how realistic some of these things can be, how real it can be, and how other people can suffer with the loss of passion too. So you're definitely not alone. And I'll end this video here. Hope you found some comfort in what I'm saying. And thank you guys for the support. I know I'm just starting out, but all the comments I've gotten, I really appreciate them. I love all you guys. You're beautiful people. So I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye now.